Alright, welcome back to the show. I'm Silver, your host, and we're going to try to do everything surfing. That includes efoiling, wing foiling. Right now we're trying to do some dock starting. Before we get started, I want to acknowledge that we're on the unceded territories of the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh peoples. I give gratitude that I'm able to live, work, and play on these beautiful lands. So this is my third video that I'm going to be filming. I've had a couple successful days at it. 2-hour videos. You can go and look at my previous videos, see how I'm trying to make minute adjustments and figure this out. I switched my foil, so I was using a 200 high aspect, which is about 1,300 square centimeters squared. It's about 93 centimeters wide, so it's a pretty big, wide foil, but I don't know if it was giving me enough lift. So I switched to a bigger front foil, which is a 250 lift high aspect, which is about 1,600 centimeters square. So it should provide me with enough lift. I'm about 75 kilograms. So if I can generate enough speed on that takeoff, that's what we're focusing on. We're focusing on speed on the takeoff, and then trying to get my pumping. Had a bit of an issue with my left knee. Got a little bit of, I don't know if it's tendonitis or something, but it's still bothering me a bit, but we're gonna work through it. I've been trying to stretch it out, rehab it, all that good stuff, ice it. But it's a very active sport, pumping, especially flat water pumping. So you want to make sure that you're fully fit. All right, let's get started. Don't forget to wear a helmet. If you look at my other videos, there are many instances where I'm bumping my head on the foil and all that other stuff. And the foil is made of carbon fiber, the board as well. It's got sharp edges, so you want to protect the noggin. All right. Okay, let's see how this works. So you can see here, big wing. I'm putting the mast all the way to the back. I think we got a little bit of luck on the 200, so we're going to continue with this setup with the mast right in the back. The only thing that we switched is the front wing, which is now 1,600 square centimeters. Hopefully that'll help. Okay, right off the top, I could feel there's way more lift on this foil, way more. So before I was feeling like as soon as I jumped on the foil will dip down a bit. Now I'm feeling like it's staying at the surface. So that's a good thing. I might practice just jumping on before I start pumping. I'm gonna give a couple attempts of me just jumping on. just a matter of getting on the board. This dock doesn't allow me to put the foil under, so I'm catching a bit of the dock as I'm going. It makes it a little bit, throws your balance off a little bit more. So I'm going to try to get a clean takeoff this time. Okay, it's hard getting that clean takeoff, but we'll give it another go. All right, clean takeoff, clean landing. Looks like I'm a little bit too far back on the board. I've been trying to remind myself I have to get, especially my left leg, I have to try to get it further up the board because it looks like my nose keeps wanting to come up. So I'll try to get my left leg a little bit further forward. So, key thoughts. Let's get that good takeoff. So making sure that foil is close to the surface and moving clean and swiftly near the surface of the water. With speed, you gotta have speed. Okay, not bad. I'm landing. Now it's just a matter of getting those controlled pumps in. I just seem like I'm flailing a little bit. I really have to get those controlled pumps in. Hi. So not bad. What's that?
I said I'm jealous. That looks like a lot of fun.
Get a wetsuit, come on out. I'm posting these on YouTube. Just trying to document my experience. It's a bit of a hustle out here.
Yeah, I bet. You're just trying to learn how to do the foil.
Sorry?
Just both, or trying to learn how to do the
So I have an efoil.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty proficient on the efoil. But I actually just want a flat water pump.
Yeah.
And then be able to catch boat wakes and stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to dock start. I want to be able to start off the beach, start off rocks, just to get a little bit more cardio. Because when you're on the efoil, I mean, it's fun, but you're not working your cardio so much.
Yeah.
So the pumping really gets your cardio going.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen them before, and like people that with the efoil, like they always look so cool.
Yeah, just if you have a wetsuit, I'm out here every day. I just live over there. I'll be out here every day. Come on out, try it out. I'll be happy to give you a couple tips and let you ride the foil. It's fun.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to see if I can find my wetsuit. I've seen you a couple times. So.
Yeah. Well, you'll see me. I'm gonna get it eventually. But it's fun to watch. I don't know, my wife gets a kick out of watching me flail around. She's like, what are you doing all this time away? And I show her and she just gets a kick out of me just talking to the camera and flailing around.
That's awesome.
What's your name?
I'm Jesse.
Jesse, I'm Silver.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you. The YouTube channel is called Silver the Surfer. So I've got 2 episodes up. And I'll just keep posting them, and then eventually I'll start giving tips on how to do it. So go to YouTube and just look up Silver the Surfer. It should be up. I just met Jesse over there. He's expressed some interest. Maybe we'll have him out giving it a go. All right, see ya.
See you around.
So before I take off, I have to keep in mind that I've really got to try to keep that speed going. Okay, again, just syncing up those pumps is really, really challenging. I could feel, again, same as in episode 2, I could feel some pain in my knee. I'm gonna have to try to maybe somehow adjust my technique, take a little bit of pressure off the knee. It's tricky because if you watch advanced pumpers, they're literally jumping and their back heel is coming off the ground. I'm not able to generate that kind of power. And unless you're really, really proficient at your pumps, because I've seen some guys that are super proficient at their pumps, you really need that power in that back leg. But anyways, we're gonna just keep trying to get that pumping technique to be more efficient. Okay, not bad, we're getting there. I think the key is the choice of switching to a bigger front wing. So the 250 high aspect lift, which is about 1600 square centimeters, seems like it's giving me enough lift. I just have to refine my technique on the pump. So I guess that's just repetitions. So here we go again. Alright, wasn't bad. Let's try it again. So that's an example of if you don't have the board gliding properly, it just, you're never gonna be able to jump and land on the board and get away with it unless you're super advanced. So the key is having that foil moving along the water at speed. That's the most important thing. That foil has to be moving along the water at speed and in balance. Okay, not bad. Landed okay. It's that pumping technique. So we just have to get repetitions in, and eventually that pumping technique is gonna get more and more refined. But the key ingredient, getting that foil moving at speed and balanced. And once I land, getting that really good pumping technique. Okay, I guess that's it. I think so I'm pumping, and it feels like my nose is a little bit high. So slowly, inch more forward to the front of the board. I think that's key. So we'll try that. But sticking with the basic principle, speed, and balancing the foil at takeoff. Hold on a sec, I think I gotta tighten my front foil. That was it? That's the reason why. No, it's not the reason why. But I'll take it. Every little edge, every little edge. Okay, I forgot about moving up to the front of the board. I gotta move forward up the board. Okay. Even more. I gotta try to keep moving as far up the board as I can without nose diving. Oh. I feel like for some reason when I'm pumping with the back foot, after I pump, I'm not getting that really good extension. And you need that good extension to allow the board to lift. All right, let's try that again. That time I got too far up the front of the board, so when my front foot landed, the nose crashed. I felt that I got a really good pushes down on my back foot to the mast, but I think the board wasn't angled down far enough. So instead of the foil going down as I pushed down on the mast, I think it was more straight down, which was causing me to stall. So it's that technique, getting that perfect balance of angling that foil slightly down as you pump down so it travels through the water and pumps back up. It's the hardest part. So success is I'm able to get onto the board and land at a pretty good spot. So now we're getting the start and the landing. It's more now just refining that technique of those pumps. So I know it's the third episode, but we are improving. I promise, we are improving. I stopped there because I felt my balance was off. So unless your balance is perfect, especially for me, being a noob, I'm never gonna recover from an imbalanced position. And we got that wooden dock over there. Last thing I want to do is pump and go flying head first into that dock. So yeah, I think I've mentioned it before in other episodes. You want to really be off the end of the dock and have opening, but you know, you gotta make do with what you have. So same thing, let's travel at speed, let's get that good landing, and then that first pump I gotta really try to get that nose down a whisper before I really push down with my left leg. Okay. Good takeoff, good landing, good initial pump. Now let's try to get a sequence of good, string a number of pumps together. It's interesting because I don't know if maybe I should, because right now I think my arms are doing this. I don't really know. I'm not really thinking. Because you see guys doing this, maybe I have to drive my arms forward to get the speed moving forward. Anyways, we're not going to think about that right now because my brain's too full of things that I need to do, but still want to build on the basics. So moving with speed, getting on that board, landing in the right spot until I could do that 9 out of 10 times, and then I could start incorporating some more pump techniques. But I think it's really important to make sure the fundamentals, moving with speed at launch, landing on the board, and then doing that on a consistent basis, and then we can build on the pumping. See right there, my foil clipped the dock. So if you don't get that clean launch, that little bump throws you off, and then all of a sudden that little bit of imbalance. So it's really important that you get that clean takeoff. So I'm thinking too much about the pumping, and my takeoffs are suffering. So again, I'm gonna stick to the basics, really focus on getting that takeoff and landing first. So let's try to do that first before I start thinking about pumping. Okay, takeoff and landing wasn't perfect, but I kind of recovered it. Not bad. I just felt like I was a little imbalanced the whole time, but it's a little heel side heavy, but still managed to get some pumps out of it. I imagine that the really good pumpers, they could recover from that position. It just takes a little bit more time. Huh. So again, good takeoff, decent landing. It's figuring out those pumps, getting that technique of pumping, letting the foil come up, pumping, letting it come up, pumping, letting it come up. So my back wing is I believe it's a 32 glide. Yeah, which is about 200 square centimeters. So I don't know, the reason why I went with a smaller back wing is I wanted to be able to control the pitch a little bit more, have a little bit more pitch control. But I'm wondering if a bigger back wing would help with my technique. Maybe next time around I'll bring my other wing, which is quite a bit bigger. It's closer to 300 centimeters square for the back wing, but let's keep going with this 210 centimeter square back wing and see how it progresses. All right, not bad. Still really trying to figure out, trying to feel. I'm trying to feel what's happening underneath my leg and feeling how my hips are moving. I almost felt on that one when I pushed down, thrusting my hips forward a little bit helped with getting the glide after the pump. So pushing and just kind of allowing the foil, helping the foil to push through. Good news is we're getting the takeoffs, we're landing the landings. Hope I didn't jinx myself. And of course, what did I do? I botched the takeoff. So from this point on, I'm just gonna really focus on the takeoff and just allow my brain to manufacture and figure out the pumping. So key is let's just try to figure out that takeoff, or nail that takeoff, and then in time just trust that my body is just gonna eventually learn and feel that pumping technique. Okay, good. Getting that takeoff and landing. Just have to keep working on that. So I'm not even gonna think about the pumping. I'm just gonna really focus on the takeoff, getting a good landing, and then getting reps in and hoping that my body and my brain will just figure it out. Okay. Landed a little bit off balance there. That was a problem. If you don't get that, if you don't stick that landing, it's just so hard to recover. All right, let's go. Okay, let's do it again. So focus on getting that good takeoff, getting that good landing, and then just intuitively letting my brain and body coordinate how to pump. What I'm gonna try to do now, and I don't want to overload my brain, is once I land on the board, I'm gonna just pick something out in the distance, way out in the distance, and kind of give myself a target. Because right now I've been kind of looking down at my board. Maybe that's why it's just not happening for me. Maybe if I just pick a target out in the distance and go there, maybe that'll help. So first and foremost, I'm going to get a good takeoff, stick that landing, and then I'm going to get my head up and look into the distance, and maybe my body will just figure it out. Okay, positive, good takeoff, positive, good landing. And I actually looked out in the distance, I saw that tree, and I thought to myself, I gotta go to that tree. And I'm just allowing my body and my brain to coordinate the pumping. I'm just giving myself a target, visualize getting there, and trusting that my body's gonna intuitively figure it out. Because I've been able to get one pump, maybe even two pumps in, but we got to keep building on that. I feel like my mind is beginning to understand how to string it together. It just needs repetitions. You know what? I think we're onto something here. I think we're onto something where it's just, once you like stick that landing, just get your head up, look in the distance, and trust that your body's gonna get you there. I guess that's what they do with babies, right? When you see a baby start walking, they're not like this. You give them a target. You tell a baby to come to you, and it has its head up, and the body just figures it out. I mean, pumping isn't as natural as walking, but I think my body already kind of understands those basic principles. Now it just has to trust it and just string it together. So we'll keep doing this. I like this new sort of way of thinking. Get that takeoff, stick that landing, get your head up. Okay. So again, we're doing pretty good. Getting that takeoff, sticking that landing, getting my head up. I think that last time I didn't have enough speed. Okay, so takeoff, I need a little bit more speed. A little bit more speed. So same three things. Get that good takeoff, stick the landing, get my head up. But that takeoff, I just need more speed. Speed with control. Wow, I really like that speed on the takeoff. Really felt like when I landed on the board, I was higher up off the water. So I'm gonna try to stick with that. So speed off the takeoff, hit that landing, get my head up. So, got the speed off the takeoff, but lost a little bit of the control. So, like with anything, the more you increase the speed, it's harder to control. So, really try to get that speed up, but maintaining good control before I stick the landing and then get my head up. Okay, so we've added speed to that first element, so I'm not able to land it quite efficiently, but I think that's the key component right now, is still getting my speed up first with my takeoff, then sticking the landing, then getting my head up. By the way, are we having fun? I am. You're probably having fun watching me, or you're like, what is this crazy guy doing, flailing all over the place? I'm having a lot of fun playing in the water. The water is quite cold at 7 degrees, which is, for you Americans, about 40, 45, 47 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. 45 degrees Fahrenheit, yeah. And I got my wetsuit on, 7mm hand gloves or split glove, 8mm booty. I'm toasty. Outside temperature right now is probably about 8 degrees Celsius, which again for you Americans is about 40, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. But there's no wind. I feel good. All right, let's try this again. All right, that was pretty good. I mean, good speed on that takeoff, good landing, got my head up, started pumping. We just got to keep building on that. Hopefully by watching me, this is inspiring you guys to go out there and just go for it. I mean, you're not gonna do this in one try. If you can, I mean, good for you. You're a rock star. But I mean, gosh, for me, you could see from my previous episodes, it is just doing it over and over and again. And every time you do it, your brain and your body are just trying to sync things up. So if I were to equate it to something like machine learning, you just have to give it repetitions. So humans, I mean, we're the original machine learning. I mean, computers are based off of how we learn. We just, over, I guess, millions of years of evolution, or for humans, hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of years of evolution, we're just learning through repetition. That's how you learn, repetition. So that's what we're doing. So we'll get one more. Hey, I feel like that's a good way to end the show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this experience. And I hope that this inspires you to go out there and try something new and accept and embrace failure. Just flail out there and have fun. If you're not having fun, you're not going to enjoy yourself and put the time in. And so always try to have fun. Don't look at it in a negative perspective. Yeah, you're gonna have little minor failures along the way, but in the end, if you're happy and you're enjoying yourself, that's what it's all about. All right, I think I'm gonna be out tomorrow because I feel like I'm really close. So hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tune in, we'll see ya.